What up, Mr. O?
What up, people? How you doing? What's popping out there? Hello, everybody. How you doing?
So, how are you today?
I'm all good. I'm all good. Just chilling as usual. Days.
Yeah.
Doing our thing. It's the weekend.
What's been on your mind?
So many things has always been on my mind. But today, we'll see how it goes. As always, let's bring it on.
All right, all right. Um, yeah, I was with some people the other day,
Mm,
and we were just talking about like going out on dates and stuff, and they start talking about a woman paying for a meal.
yeah,
Yeah, when a man and a woman goes for a date.
yeah.
Um, how do you feel about that? Like, as a dude, would you be okay for the woman to pay for the meal if you went out for dinner?
In my opinion, I think I was having this conversation with some fellow friends of mine. We're talking about this, right? I know people, some women will argue with me to say no or yes. But the truth is this though. If dude invite a female for dinner as their first date, in my opinion, the dude should be responsible for everything,
All right, okay.
regardless of if the lady says, I want to be part of the whatever the be might be, but I think the dude should be responsible for it.
Okay, so but if you're on a date and the woman offers to pay, like say take half the bill, like what would you do in that case?
In my opinion, for me personally, I feel very embarrassed to be very honest because I feel I'm the one. Okay, so I like this girl, right? And we were chatting back and forth, things like that. Now she haven't said yes though, but at some stage we agreed to hook up, for
Mm-hmm.
dinner. First of all, I'm the one who put that request in,
Okay.
So the reason I put the request in to see if she would take the offer, and if she take the offer, it is embarrassing for me to say, "Oh, look, I want to bring you out for dinner," and then we end up going out,
Yeah.
and then she end up telling me she want to be part of the bill, and I allow her to pay part of the bill.
Mm-hmm.
I say if a girl tells you that and you allow to pay part of the bill, I feel 99.9% she be gone. Even though she doesn't want to do it, but because you allow to do it, she be gone. Because that's your first date.
Okay. Okay, so um you feel like that is only if you are the one that invites the girl out. But what if the girl is the one that invited you out? What do you feel then? Like, what do you
Eh,
think?
well, look, the truth is this, right? It's very rare for a woman to invite a fella out.
Very rare, but
Very,
yeah, it still happens.
yeah,
Because, hey, let's remember there are women who do propose to men as well. So asking,
yeah, but
going out on a date is not that big of a deal, you
yeah,
know?
well, in a traditional sense, for real, it is very rare. Even any man would tell you, even though if a woman fancies you, she fancies you, but you gotta make the moves, even though she likes you. But for a woman to invite a fella for a dinner,
Hold on, let me just get my jelly.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, you can have it while feeding the audience more of this, is that at the end of the day, what's happening here is that if the woman was, say, one of these women was rich, she's earning a lot of money and stuff like that, there are women like that
Okay,
would
but we're not talking about any of those
no,
women.
no, we're not going down that road. But I'm just trying to cite something for us, for our listener to kind of, see beyond what we're talking about. Is that it is very rare for a girl to invite. I'm not saying it's not happening. It is, but it's very rare. But the reason is that men always would push.
Are you going to answer my question?
But that's your question.
No,
I mean,
I
that is your
know.
answer.
Okay, I know how you feel
Mm-hmm.
about you inviting a girl and you being responsible for the bill.
Yeah,
You feel embarrassed if the girl offers or tries to pay,
yeah.
but that's you inviting her. But now, what if the girl is the one who invited you and chose the place to go, and you guys go out on a date? And like, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like you should still pay even though she's the one
Absolutely.
that invited you out?
The guy should be responsible for that. Unless the guy is not really into the girl that much. It was the girl who was kind of really poor. That's why he said it is very rare to see a girl invite a guy for a dinner. That's your question.
That wasn't my
But,
question.
but, but, on the other hand, the girl shouldn't be paying for the dinner if it was the guy that invited her. And if it was the girl that invited the guy for a dinner, it's very rare. The guy should be paying for that dinner.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay. Like if the guy invites the girl, yeah, I think it's fair, that he can pay whatever. But I feel like it's the same way then for the girl. If the girl is the one that invites the dude out and she's the one that chose cuz
Hmm.
like she chose where to go to eat or what they're going to do,
Yeah.
maybe he can't afford that, so why would she expect him to pay for something? Like maybe she chose like the most expensive restaurant that he can't even afford at that moment.
Well,
So why would she expect him to pay? She
that means
shouldn't expect him to
that
pay. She
means
should pay herself,
that
which is
means the
okay.
girl. So that means the girl will be responsible for their relationship in the future.
No, that does not,
But
that's not what it
that is
means.
what you just said there. Now you said, what
No,
about if the guy can't afford? That
at
means
that moment.
at that moment, that's your first date. That's why I said if the guy is not really into the girl, it won't be bothered for that.
No, but that's just like that's the first date. That's only like starting to get to know someone.
I think, and I would say, as guys out there, if you're listening to me, if you want this girl, you want to be with her, in as much as this girl has the money to pay for your first date, do not allow the girl to put a dime in there. And I say this thing for a good reason. I know I overheard people talking about this on the time. Oh, you both can go 50-50. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. I don't know why we start to, you know, bring this kind of ideology of saying you can split the bill for your first date.
I
No,
know why.
I,
Because
I,
women want to be equal. They
no,
women are trying to take position of a man.
no, yeah, well, I get that, but it can never be. That's for fact.
Yeah, but this is why things are like that.
Yeah, it can never be. But I need men and women to understand this very line. It's a fine line that's very understandable. Hey, that's true. It's a fine that is very understandable. I don't expect um, women to be paying a dime at their first date, regardless of if they like the guy, if they don't like the guy. 99% is the guy that would say, let's go for dinner. I want to bring you out for dinner. There's no problem. Get dressed, look good, whatever you want to do, impress, whatever, go in, go for the dinner. But the fact is, you don't even need to even say, let's even split the bill. All you can do, thank you for inviting me out for dinner. Appreciate it. It was lovely. Good night. That should be enough.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, with the guy invites the girl, but I still feel like if the girl is the one that invited, I think it's okay for her to pay and not expect the guy to pay.
I tell you where the girl can come in. This is very simple. If they go out the second time, right?
Mm.
If they go out the second time, expect if the girl wish to, and if the guy wish to, say we split the bill.
Yeah.
For me, there's no way I'll bring you out for dinner. It doesn't matter if it's first, second, third time. You ain't paying shit.
Okay.
I'm paying. I'm the one to say, come, let's go out.
Mm.
I'm the one who will be responsible for it. If I'm not going to be responsible, then we're
sorry.
not going. Yeah,
If
go
there's
on.
anyone there looking for a free meal, guys, come and talk. You heard
No.
him say.
Hey, I didn't promise anything. I said if I was a guy was bringing her for a dinner
Yeah.
or for a date, if it's the first
You're
or
the one
second,
paying, yeah.
yeah. Because here's the thing I believe is that you want to impress a woman, you gotta be responsible. Even though you're even a broke nigga will always say, I'll do anything possible to impress this woman.
Yeah, and I understand
You
that, but
get me,
the
but
question I ask is if the woman is the one inviting you out.
if the woman is the one
Like,
inviting you
yeah,
out,
what if the woman is the one that had a crush on you and then always,
that's what I'm.
like trying to get at you, whatever, and you finally like, she asks you, and then you're like, yeah, actually, like I won't mind, like she seems pretty cool, so let me just go. But she's the one that initiated it.
For me, that woman would be desperate.
Ah, here.
Yeah. She's desperate, and she would do anything because she has the finance to back it up. And here's
That's
the
not very nice now.
no, even
You're
though it's
discouraging women
no,
from, if they fancy someone, you're discouraging them
I'm
from
not. I'm
going
not.
for the guy,
Not
like.
really. No, not really.
But you just calling these type of women desperate.
Yeah, I call it desperate because
That's not desperation
well,
though.
it is
That's
desperation.
going for someone you like.
No, because at the end of the day, you're gonna continue to be leading the relationship because you choose where you want to. You pay for the meal.
But
You
it doesn't mean it's always gonna be like that.
no, it will always be like that because the
No.
fella now will start to rely on you because you have the
After
money.
one time, like,
Does this one
no.
time? No, because it's not gonna be one time because you fancy this guy. It's supposed to be the other way where a guy, like I said again, if the girl do fancy this guy, allow the guy to make the move. Even though you have the money to put into this thing or whatever you want to bring for,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
allow the guy to make the move.
yeah, but then there's some guys who are just too shy and maybe feel like they don't stand a chance with this girl. But
Then,
so
if
the
a guy
girl
is too
can just
shy,
put a foot forward
if a
and
guy
take
is
the
too
step.
shy, how can a guy smash then?
It's not.
Ooh.
It has nothing got to do about smashing.
No, because
like.
because
No,
what
no. We're
no,
we're
no,
on the subject of dates now. I don't know why you're taking it on smashing.
no, because I have to because I have to put it this way because if a guy is too shy, I can smash. If a guy is too shy,
But that comes along the way with the
wait,
relationship. You get to know the person, you
How
grow, and then you can think
how
about that.
how can he give her a hug when she's leaving? How can she do certain kind of things to say goodbye? So you mean the fella will go home and say, I went for a date with a girl, she paid the dinner.
Yeah, because she invited him.
Hell no. Hey
No,
fella.
well, okay, well,
Hell no,
I
fella.
see your opinion.
Fella, that's
That's fine.
that's
Yeah.
not you. If you ever go out with a girl who fancies you, make sure you call out the bill. But put it this way, right? Very quick one before we move to another subject, right? Just imagine you say you went out for a date, right? And you go home. Everyone know you're going for a date.
Yeah.
And you go home. Either your mama or your papa,
Does
whatever.
everyone know that you, the girl, are the one that asked the guy out?
No, but when you get home, they're gonna ask you, how did your date go?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna say?
If I had a good time, I'm gonna tell them I had a deadly time.
Yeah, you split the bill.
But who's gonna ask who paid the bill? No one
Because
asks that.
because
It's not.
friends will
That's
ask you
not.
that.
That has nothing got to do
No,
with
no,
the
no,
date,
no,
though.
no, no. Put that out there. Would you? Okay, can I put this out to our list?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I have a good question for you. Would you split? Would you go home and tell your friends that you split the bill on your first date?
But that's not what people ask, though.
Well,
That's
no,
not what they're concerned about.
Well, I'm throwing that to our listeners.
Okay,
I want
yeah.
to see what they think about it.
Okay.
How would you feel? I guarantee you, my mama was there. She gonna like, boy, get the hell out of here. You should be ashamed that you brought a woman out and you allow her to pay part of the bill.
Okay.
Makes no sense. Like, for real. Like, so
it's maybe just how you grow up then.
well, it's not how I even grew up. It's just society try to implement these.
No, I don't mean you personally. I mean generally, like how a person grows up.
That could play a role, but I would still insist, even if you don't have enough money, you can look for what you can afford. You know what I mean? and go
Like a
there.
McDonald's.
Well, for me, my first date, I'll bring her to McDonald's. I have no problem to that. That's where I actually, that's where I'm actually gonna test her and see if she's the one. And if she's not the one, even by the time we get to the front of McDonald's, she'll tell you there's an emergency call. She have to go back home.
Okay, so
So
you see
good.
no problem with bringing a girl out on the first date to McDonald's.
Absolutely not at all. I
Mm.
will bring her to McDonald's. I think it's a good thing for any guy to really try a girl out, to be honest with you know.
Try her out in what
Yeah,
way?
just to bring her to somewhere very local that anybody can go just to see if she's this kind of girl who would um cut tell to um when things are rough, if she's gonna be there or she doesn't mind,
Mm.
or she's not one of those girls who like to do all these fake Instagram kind of stuff or food, whatever, high table share,
Okay,
like
so
things like
that's
that.
what's on your mind.
I'm just saying in general, but for me, absolutely, I would love to take my first date to McDonald's. What's wrong with McDonald's? People go there, you eat a lot of stuff
Yeah,
in there.
well, for
It's
me,
just a
yeah,
date.
I don't see a problem with it because first of all, I feel a date is about getting to know each other.
Yeah, so
You know,
McDonald's will
especially
do
if
it.
it's a first date,
Yeah,
you're there to talk, to hopefully have a laugh,
yeah,
chat, whatever.
yeah,
It's not really about the food or where you're going, how fancy the place is. You
yeah,
know, you're there to get to know the person. So for me, it's like it doesn't matter where you go, but it's about spending time together.
yeah. But I don't.
And another thing is McDonald's is a place that you would go to eat yourself or you would go there with your friends.
Yeah,
So why would you not go there? Like why would it be a problem to go there on a date?
yeah, but
Like that's just with another person. You're literally going to hang out
yeah.
and get to know each other.
But I tell you, I tell you, there's,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah, there's a funny thing
you
coming to
just
mind
want to
another day.
jump in,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll just jump in very quick on that one, right? Here's the thing. I tell you why some people will not like McDonald's, right? The reason is that you don't have those candle. They don't dim the light there in McDonald's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's yeah, I see. No, no, I see your point. And so as a first date, like I don't see a problem with it, going there.
Absolutely.
But obviously if you like start dating more and you want to see each other more,
Yeah.
you're gonna want to have the romance. So it's nice to add some romance and therefore going to like a romantic place or
Yeah, but not
a
for the first date.
restaurant would be fitting.
Well, I'll bring,
But
I'll bring,
not
I would love to bring that on the second date there
but
as
for the
well.
first date, for me, it's like you're literally just trying to get to know each other still at that stage. Like maybe that day, you can see what kind of food she's into. So when you do decide to bring her to something more special,
Mm.
you do it right.
But I can guarantee you, if it's of this day, most girls will run away if you ever bring them to McDonald's. I can
I
guarantee you.
wonder. Yeah, I wonder because I'm not sure how girls really see the dates. Like, is it about like where they go, like how fancy it is, or
Yeah, of
how
course,
much like they
absolutely.
want to see what the guy can
Yeah,
afford or
yeah.
dish out on
I
them.
I don't think it's just
Because
the money.
personally, like for me, that stuff it doesn't matter, and I will like just even taking a walk. Like I enjoy those things, and
Mm,
for me, that's getting to know each other. That's a date. Like I like that.
mm.
So going to McDonald's or going wherever, just it's about spending time talking, getting to know each other.
Yeah,
That's
but
all.
that's the thing we're saying is that most people, if we pull the poll out there today and say,
Yeah.
okay, we want to see how many people would go to any fast food like McDonald's,
Mm.
TG Fries, and all the rest,
Yeah.
for their first date. Majority people, I
It'll
and
probably be just the teenagers,
well, I
not
don't,
like
yeah,
mature
know what I mean,
people.
but
Yeah.
if you're listening, I want to hear your comment and see what you actually think. If you would like to bring your woman out on your first date to McDonald's or any of this fast food restaurant, just to see what's like. But here's the
Mm.
thing though, because some people would dress so well, so good and everything. Hey, why would I put all this whole effort, get the makeup done the hair, get the shoes on, get the nails done, everything, and I end up in McDonald's?
But obviously, like the person will be aware of what you guys gonna do, and make like dress casual, like You're
That,
not gonna let them go all out
what is
and then surprise
wrong?
them with McDonald's.
What is
Like,
wrong to dress good and go to McDonald's? I would love it. I don't mind to wear suit in there and sit down for my first date
I think there's just like an appropriate like
it does.
dress code for like, different places and stuff.
But
Like,
yeah, yeah,
I
but
mean, a suit, like going to McDonald's in a suit is not really
ah,
ideal.
you see. But when we go clubbing, where do we end up? We end up in McDonald queue,
Well,
isn't
I
it?
don't know where you end up, but I end up at home, like
Well,
in my
I'm just.
kitchen.
But generally, right? People does that, right?
Yeah.
The dress code and everything after club and all those kind of stuff. They all queue in there, right? To get McDonald's chicken fry, whatever you want to get him.
Yeah, yeah, I
But you
get
want
you,
to tell
yeah.
me now that when you come to a dating, you dress like that and you come, that's bullshit. Hey, the truth is this: if a girl really want to be with you, really likes you, doesn't matter where you bring her to, she will stay with it, unless that girl has a pride in her. She
Yeah,
has
I
some shit
agree.
going on, and then she's not ready to curtail to this kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not like you don't want to bring her to some expensive place, whatever. But I think if you want to get to know somebody from the very start, I think these are some
You
of the
can just
things.
start simple.
That's it.
Like, doesn't have to be anything major.
Absolutely. If the girl wants to call me halfway and tell me, well, I'm sorry, there's emergency in the family,
So on
no
this
problem.
first date to McDonald's, you would be the one taking the bill, yeah?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
definitely.
In fact, it's very affordable.
Okay,
So
okay.
you're not,
Okay,
at
that's nice
least
then.
before you finish coming out 20, 25 euros. I don't think you even finish our own, but you're ready to take our own on your own as well. So
Yeah,
why not?
yeah.
I swear though. Yeah, what's up? What do we have coming up?
Okay. Um,
Yeah, they're tough ones, isn't it?
no, I'm just thinking about like like you brought smashing up for some reason. I don't know
Hmm.
why, but how do you feel about smashing a hairy woman? I don't
Ooh.
know. Did you hear that? I think it's in Germany. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it might be Germany that women are like they don't really shave. Like it's a normal thing for them not to be shaving.
Yeah.
So if you are out on a date or whatever, you go back and you just feel all this hair everywhere or just see it,
Right.
how like
Right. Right.
what do you
Right.
think
Right.
about
Right.
it?
Right. 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 Let me jump on these. All right. First of all, for me personally, I like to shave. That's for facts. I love to shave.
Okay.
That's for sure. So if a woman is not shaving,
Mm-hmm.
for me it's a problem.
Okay.
Okay. I like her to shave. That's for sure. For all kind of reasons. I don't want to go into it because we're allowed to know what's like. But if you say, I think for this day, you meet a lot of women who are more airy, you know. No, not airy, as in shave. Sorry, I didn't mean that way. It's the other way around, right?
You meet women who are hairy
No, no, no. Women who always kind of,
who don't
shave.
shave or
No,
who
who do
do
shave.
shave.
Yeah, who
Okay.
do shave. So don't get me wrong.